All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all the praise and the glory and honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Racha Kodash, which I give me the spirit and the strength to do this lesson. And I also want to give double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone that rule well and that teach well through the spirit and the power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Wa Shalom, Wa Barakim to the elect, beginning with the 144,000, which are scattered abroad and in every place, redeeming the time and ready to be saved. Shalom. All right, got another article queued up. All right, it says the shortest day of your life could be this summer. Here's when. It says we could soon be living through the shortest day of our lives. According to reports, Earth is continually spinning faster on its axis. While we've known about this phenomenon for a few years now, scientists are paying close attention to the length of the days this summer. Right. So Yahweh Shemel Shai is causing the Earth to spin faster than it has ever on its axis. All right. And the faster the Earth spins, the faster these days go by. All right, that's why time been flying, man. Because of this phenomena, this event here, man. All right, and the Lord is making good His word. But before we get into the scriptures, I want to continue on with this. In this article, it says, according to a report from Time and Date, July 9th, July 22nd, or August 5th could be the shortest days in recent years. We know for a fact that Earth's rotational speed has been increasing since at least 2020. Whoo! And that's heavy because that's when, a lot of shit start going down, man. A lot of things start happening in 2020. All right. It says, and each year we see slightly shorter days during the middle of the year. Come on, man, you can't make this up. All right. It says now it's worth now it's worth noting. Yeah, now it's worth paying attention to. It's alarming people now. You see, but we already been paying attention to it, man. All right. These slow bellies are late. Okay? And that's how it's going to continue to be. It's going to be too late before, people can realize what the fuck is really going on. All right, so now it's worth noting that the shortest day of our lives won't be noticeably shorter in the grand scheme of things. In fact, the difference in the Earth's rotational speed that day won't even be noticeable. Right. Okay, it said except when looking at it through the perspective of the atomic clock, right? And this is why they change times. All right, they trying to prevent this, man. They trying to keep the days longer, man, because Esau knows he had but a short time. All right, they know that each day they go by, the closer we get to their demise. All right. And it says, in fact, the difference in the Earth, it says, it won't be noticeable, right? It says, except when looking at it through the perspective of the atomic clock. That's because while technically shorter, the day will only be around 1.51 milliseconds shorter at most. All right. But yet it's still shorter. All right. Yet the word of Yahweh Shai is being fulfilled. Okay? It says exactly why the Earth's rotation has accelerated is unclear. You see, but we know. All right, the things that are unclear unto them, the things that are confidential unto them, is discovered unto us, man. You see, that's why we gotta be so. That's why we're so fortunate, man. We can't. It's not nothing to gloss over. This ain't nothing, mediocre. All right. We know the things that the universe I mean, Salaki, we know the things that, the top scientists, the scholars, the top noble people that claim to be the super wise of this world don't know. All right, that's why we're the um. Now what did he say? I believe it was Roosevelt, the president. He made a quote he said a thorough knowledge of the Bible is more is more beneficial than a college degree. Roughly paraphrasing that. All right, and that's facts, man. All right, it says while we don't know the exact reason why. It says exactly why the Earth's rotation has accelerated is unclear, but scientists believe it could have a lasting impact. Not only will it shorten our days, but that can also affect a slew of other things. Yeah, like the weather, the seasons. All right, that's also is a factor to these the reason why the seasons are out of whack and shit, man. All right, I mean that just only makes sense. Yeah, it says, but that can also affect a slew of other things like the global climate and more. While we don't know the exact reason why, we do know that tidal forces from the moon and sun contribute to the Earth's rotation. All right. So, Slocky. But yeah, it says, however, the list of things that can affect the speed of Earth's rotation and thus the length of the day is longer than you would expect. Most believe that the change is driven by forces within the Earth, but it's impossible to completely rule out atmospheric conditions too. Still, knowing when the shortest day of our lives will occur is important information if we want to stay up to date with how the Earth is doing as a whole. You see, and a lot of people don't, they don't care because they only ones that really care is the elect. All right, the elect, the men of the elect, they're the only ones that truly care about the Earth and the Earth's condition. They're the only ones concerned about that because guess what? They helped create it. All right. It said it's no secret that the Earth would one day be swallowed up by the sun. And you see here they go with these fucking these fables and shit, man. The Earth is not going to be swallowed up by the sun. The Earth is going, and you know what? That's a whole nother topic for another lesson for another time, man. Because we get plenty of precepts and scriptures that prove the opposite. He said, however, until that happens, the Earth will continue to survive as it has for billions of years, and they don't even know how long the Earth is been, has been existing. All right, a billion years. It says the Earth has been here for 13,000 years. All right. It says, and as it survives, the rotational speed that drives our days will shorten and even increase as the forces affecting it change and evolve. Okay, so yeah, the Lord he's doing wonders. All right, let's get into the scriptures, man. I don't want to make this too long. Just some, you know, important information I felt, would be useful to those that may hear this. This is Yahweh Shah speaking. And this is Matthew 24, verse 22. He said, and Yahweh Shah said, and except those days, right, what days? The days that Yahweh Shah was referring to was these days that we're living in now. Alright? He said, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. That's right. Because, hey, going back, to that thing with the sun swallowing up the earth, that could happen. The earth, hey, because and Yahweh Shah was saying it because, I'm going to read that again. He said, except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. Yeah, because look who's ruling. If the Lord would let this man, Esau, the so-called white man, continue to rule, he'll destroy the whole earth, man. Alright, and everybody in it. Alright? He said, but for the elect's sake, the days shall be shortened. That's right. The days shall be shortened. How is he shortening the days? By speeding it up. Alright? By speeding it up. So we can get to get out of here faster, man. Alright? It said, but for the elect's sake, the days shall be shortened. That's right. Come on, man. You don't see that? Days are shortened, man. Days flying like crazy. You see? And ultimately, that's Yahweh Shai rushing this man out of power, man. That's ultimately what's going on. Yahweh Shai is sick of this devil, as we are. All right. So now it tell you in the Apocrypha how he's not going to be patient with the wicked. Meaning what? That he's rushing the days. He's speeding up the time. The time, man. Now they're on a countdown. That time, the countdown is going. It's counting down fast, man. All right. So yeah, I just wanted to get into that. Lord, when it was edifying. Until next time, shalom.